today we have regular breakout rooms where we have Agile Basics or Intro to Agile. If you're relatively new, we have Intermediate, we have Advanced, and we have our Product Initiative. Our Product Initiative, folks. Before you go, we do want to wish happy retirement to now formally retired Lieutenant Colonel Mike Barker. So let's get a hand for Mike.
Hey, Mike.
All right.
Hey, Mike.
Yes. And so Product Initiative, folks, go. Let's open up the breakout rooms.
Vaya con Dios, señores y señores y señoras.
Señoritas.
Señoritas. Ay, Marcela.
If you're new and you don't know how to get to a breakout room, just stay over here.
Speak to Marcelo. So Marcelo will help you go to the breakout rooms.
I will hang out here and help you. Advanced people start without me.
Yes. And
I absolutely will help you get into your room, so don't worry about it.
So if you just to let folks know, if you click down at the bottom of the Zoom, by reactions, it will be breakout rooms. And then if you go down a little bit, you'll see Agile Basic, Agile Intermediate, and Agile Advanced. So go ahead and click on one of those that you think is appropriate for you. Carol Dan, I'd go to probably Agile Basics, Agile Basic 1, join there. And actually, you know what? I think we'll just get you there. All right, we're going to send you there, okay?
Great, thank you.
And then Ray, well, I'm assuming, Art, you're going to go to Advanced? Or who's going to Advanced? Ray, do you want to go Intermediate or Basic?
I'm gonna go to Basic because one lady said that she wanted to go to Basic.
Yeah, and she's there. Done. Carol, who is new.
Yeah.
Carol Dan.
And then we may move to Intermediate if she wants to.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
And Lau, is that Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura's there. We probably put her in Advanced.
I'm going to move it to Advanced.
Yeah. And I'm assuming I and Godwin are going Advanced too.
Yeah, I am sending you to Advanced.
And Takumbo, I'm sending you to Advanced too.
Okay,
Fantastic.
I'll join Intermediate.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And can we get the jam board for Intermediate?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on Slack. Is that okay?
Later.
Got it.
On Slack, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to know what you learned at all, actually. What I would like to know is what would you have liked to learn but didn't get a chance to?
Ooh. Not what we did well, but what could we have done better? I like that.
Are you actually saying what was in our thought process before we got brought back to this room? Is that the question?
That's a good retrospective question, actually.
Thank you, Femi. That's what I was thinking too.
Time management, guys. Time management.
Time management.
Yes. So put in the chat either an answer to Godwin's question or things that you would have wanted to learn but didn't get a chance to.
Alfredo, we're all with you.
Everybody's got to agree to that, right?
I think, yeah, so I would say Godwin coin is the solution.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yes. Go ahead and put in the chat things that you would have liked to learn, but did not have time to or didn't get a chance to.
I would like to learn what causes the need for status reports.
Yes.
How to make them go away.
Yes. So when you, if and when anybody becomes a manager, you will have a need that you will not realize for status reports. Because your boss will want status reports. And so in order to stay employed in management, we have to have status reports. When is there a time when people don't want to know what's going on or what status is in everything.
Well, they have
Right.
transparency and they can look for themselves and see what's going on something like a
Mm.
Kanban.
Ooh, so now this is an interesting thing that that Mike brought up was how how you can train your manager. How can you train your manager? It's very subtle though. You have to be very crafty about it. Okay, let me just say it's important to be very crafty about it because I usually do a bait and switch. I usually will say, okay, manager. Yeah, you want a status report? Okay, I can do that. But I tell you what, it takes me so much time to do the status report that I can't do this one thing you wanted, the second thing you wanted, this third thing you wanted because I'm doing the status report. I'll tell you what, I built this little dashboard for you where you can look at the status all the time, anytime you want to, and it's updated by the team. So here's the link to the Jira dashboard where you can go to anytime and see the status. And meanwhile, I'll complete the 3 things that you want me to do. Is that a good trade-off? Chances are they'll say, are you telling me that I can get a status and get my stuff done? And I'm like, yes. And so they'll go for that half the time, right? So the key is negotiating the way that you want the status to be easiest for you to create, okay? So you don't want your manager telling you what is in the status report and how to create it. You want your manager or management telling you what should be in the status report. It should be up to you and your team to figure out how to create it to be easiest for you, okay? So don't let your manager say what and how. That's not good, no good. You own the how.
Just to disagree. I agree to a point, Leon. I think it's a great way to do it, but it has to be more top down. Because if I'm an executive and I'm looking at your dashboard has to be the same as Mike's dashboard, has to be the same as Frank's dashboard. I don't want to be a manager in every project. There's a different dashboard.
Oh,
So
yeah, sure. And that's no problem. I can collaborate with Mike and Fred or whoever, and we could all have one dashboard. In fact, it often could be better that way because we want to make it simple across all the teams. And what happens a lot of times, Al, is 3 different managers want different status reports. That's what happens a lot of times, right? They want it their way. And so if you can band together, actually, that makes it better for you as a team, because then you're saying, no, we can't create 3 separate status reports for 3 different managers. We're going to create one status report, all 3 managers that will have, you can use it, right? So that actually is a helpful thing, Al, I think.
Yeah, and I agree because it goes up. Like those 3 managers, if they're working for a director, they want to produce status to that director.
Well,
So what does that director want, which is what those managers want,
Well,
is
hopefully.
produce.
Hopefully.
I'll turn that slightly sideways because what I'm actually doing is I'm talking to the executives and saying, don't tell me what the dashboard should look like. Tell me what it is you really want to know. And then I'll work with you to figure out how we can show you that's being accomplished, because they actually don't know what they're looking for. So they don't understand what we're doing. So we can help them by understanding ourselves and then working with them to show what will be the most benefit to them.
Yep. And
I think
I want to go to Kimmy. Yeah. Kimmy, let's go to you and then Bill.
There are different layers of information required, right? And what the manager needs is different from what a director is going to consume, what a VP is going to consume, and it goes on and on. So if you are having to listen to one person, you probably have to listen to multiple people because you have to tailor it. And that means that you're doing a lot.
Yep.
When I was working with an organization and the manager, it was actually a director of something, and it would come, Kemi, can you give me this? At the point I just said, no, sorry, I'm really rebellious. So sometimes I've kicked myself out of a job because I just don't understand what the status update is doing for them. So what I did was to ask him, what is it, just like I said, what do you want to know? As it turns out to be, his manager wants some information. So whatever the team is even doing is not even serving the purpose of the VP that he was reporting to. But he wants to know everything so that when someone asks him a question, he can speak on his feet, right? That is not helping me because you're just asking me to send this, send this, send this. So it's not even tailored to what your director is even asking you. Anyway, to cut the long story short, what he did then was to share with me his KPIs, right? So we look at the KPIs, we look at how does it cascade to what my teams are doing. And then I helped him to map the Jira board. They use our Aha board as well, right? So the initiatives of which my teams are working on, tie it to the KPIs, which is VP needs. So as the team is updating their Jira and everything, the features they're building, it is showing up on his Aha board, right? So that stopped the metrics that he was always asking for, because he can see where these initiatives are. You can see how it aligns with his the dashboard that he's looking at, and it doesn't have to come to the team. And his manager, which is the VP, was seeing that as well. So they will open the Aha board in the morning or whatever time they want to open it, and they see where the teams are, right? So I think the need is for the top to look at what they're measuring and how can they roll up this metrics from the bottom of the KPIs from the bottom, or even the balance scorecard, and align it to what they are doing. Because what the team is doing is just a micro of what the VP needs. But because there are no alignment, you find the manager asking for this and that that the VP doesn't even need, right?
Thank you, Kimmy. Bill, you wanted to add?
I think I was just going to reiterate what Al and Kemi said about understanding what the manager needs, because they need to report up through the chain, a whole chain of command. And depending on the size of the company, that chain can get a little long. But it's also getting to know how the manager best wants to be communicated with. Some are going to want it on paper. Some are happy researching it themselves and chasing it. Others are going to want to have face-to-face interviews, and you're going to have to find out what they want and then deliver it based on that.
Okay. I know we're getting closer to 10:30. I do want to make a plug for Wednesday night session, where we're going to have Omar coming and talking to you about his journey back to be a product owner. And so if you don't know who Omar Gonzalez is, he's based in Puerto Rico. His journey back to becoming a product owner, I think it's going to be a great talk. So don't miss that. Nelu, do we know who got the first like?
Yeah. Actually, if I look at the, well, I mean, I have here Andrea, maybe, I'm not sure. Hold on. Yep. No, Carolina. Thank you, Carolina.
Look at Andrea
She was
shaking
the
her
first.
head. Look at her shaking her head.
She's like, I disagree.
I disagree. I like, comment, and share first, and I was waiting.
Well, that's true. That is true. She liked,
Okay.
comment, and shared. That is
Don't
true.
worry, Andrea. It works like that sometimes. Don't worry. Nelu is evolving these days.
Conspiracies.
That's true.
All right. So I have to so Marcelo, Ray, everyone, I have to drop for my MRI on my knee. So I'm going to go to that, and then I'll share pictures with you later.
Good luck. And enjoy, Leah.
Yes. All right. We're at happy hour. I'm going to let Marcelo and Ray take it from here.
Good luck, Leah.